I'm out on a local trail and I've decided to go for some miles today, as well as I focus on features. So basically, if I find any good features, I'm going to try to session them a few times and try to improve my skills while I try to get some miles in. This trail's fun. Here we go. Just a fun, flowy downhill with some chunk. Look at that. All right, now we're talking, right? This is fun. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes. All right. That was a little tricky. It was a line choice test, but we made it. All right, that just about does it for the first loop. So I got my warm up in. So now it's time to commute to the second loop. All right, we're at the second loop of the ride. And I talked about trying to session features as I come across them, and there's a good feature where it's kind of a deep drop through a ravine and then a big climb on the other side, which I typically don't succeed at making it back up, right? So I'm going to try to see if I can get the right speed on the way down and make it up on the other side. If I don't make it, I'll try a second time. That was not it. That was just the beginning of this section. I'll let you know when we get there. Here it is. Here it is. So that's what it looks like. Going down and then up the other side. You can see there's a big route to get over, which will be the first challenge. All right, drop it in. See, I didn't make it. I'll try again. I'm going to session that. All right, so gearing is important. My gearing was too hard. The trick is, I want to keep it in a gearing that's, hard enough to keep my momentum on the downhill, and then be able to drop quickly to get up this loose dirt with roots on the other side. I'm just going to try to get the gears dropped better. Seat up a little higher. Oh, man. All right. This second route section with some eroded rocks caused another issue. Try that again in the future. Okay, on to the next one. So here's another one. I think we can do this the first one. Yeah. That was way easier. The only obstacle was that little rock shelf, and that was a piece of cake. All right, I nailed one feature. Now we're taking this down. Here we go. All right, we got a nice bermy downhill here. All right, that's the end of the next loop. On to the next one. All right, we're on the third section here, which is a pretty technical section with a lot of chunk, and it drops down along the lake where things get really gnarly. It's got a few difficult step-ups, a hairpin turn, and whatever else I can't remember. So we'll see what we encounter. This is one of my favorite sections right here. See how it's kind of kind of technical already. We're gonna hit a step up pretty soon. Little drop right there. Little death-defying pass across a little bridge back there that you probably couldn't tell. Here's a little step up. Here we go. Oh, made it. All right, we nailed that. That was pretty easy. All right, this one's deceptively difficult. Because it continues. All right, we made it. Thank you.
Have a good run.
You too. This is the section along the lake that I was talking about. It's got a lot of technical stuff like that. So a lot of them are kind of pushing you to the downside. Like that. I got this. Keep going. It just dumps out into a nice drop and then takes us out of this section. Then we'll commute to the next loop.
We got, I don't know, 30 kids coming.
Okay, I'll get by on the right. Thank you. Thanks, man. Got a whole train.
The grade's coming up. Get ready for it.
Here's the parade.
500 riders back.
Like 10 behind
No, it's just us three.
The whole team after that.
Here's the drop I was talking about.
Oh, I could have made that up.
This is our big drop right here.
Oh, you did?
Wait, did anybody make it up? Yeah, it's in the roof. I got one tire over the
How far back are the other folks?
same.
You got this.
Did you make it up that?
Almost.
That's pretty impressive.
Got this bad.
Oh, I love it. You're with your dad.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Woo!
Come on, Dad.
You got it.
Oh yeah. Woo!
Oh, yeah. You are the man.
Like nothing.
All right, here we go. Here we go. This next section is really fun. Got some pretty easy skinnies that I can do. And then 2 or 3 sections after this, a couple skinnies that I can't do yet. So I want to try those. All right, here we are. I forget what number loop this is. Here's the 4th loop. Here we go. Right here is the beginning of Amazing. So here we go. All right, little baby feature. These are like the little bridges. See that bridge? They're all over the place. That was a little more challenging. All right, here we go. Come on. Still pretty straightforward. Nothing too hard, but really fun. Biggest thing that can trip me up out here is the trees can be really tight, and sometimes my handlebars getting through the trees can be really sketchy because my handlebars are pretty wide. So that's one of my biggest challenges on this section. See, there we go, we're getting tighter. Not too bad though. There you go. Look at that one. That was like probably like 9 inches wide. It's very short though. Okie dokie. Go. Oh yeah. All right. Now we're getting technical. Keep those handlebars weaving back and forth. It's the only way I can feel safe getting through some of these tight spots. Like that. Oh my gosh. Almost hit that tree. All right, here we go. Here we go, baby. All right, we made it. Now we're on a nice little downhill. All right, that's it for this leg. Loop 4 complete. That was pretty good, right? I didn't find anything I needed a session back there, so on to the next one. All right, so the 5th leg starts a little ways up on this gravel trail, but there's a great water feature that I want to tackle, which has people around it. Hopefully he's okay with this. Yes, he was okay. Okay, so we're approaching leg 5. Got to go through that water feature. Now we're heading into leg 5. It's a very scenic section because it's along a high ridge that goes along the edge of the reservoir. You're definitely going to get some better views of the water soon. All right, this is a place where you really have to watch for other riders.
How you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Loving this weather.
This is great. Everyone's saying that.
A lot of people on the trails today riding.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a whole lot.
Well, be careful.
It's kind of
and
fun,
have a
you
good
know.
Time.
Getting to talk to a lot of nice people today.
Good.
All right, so leg 5 complete. All right, this is gonna be good now. This is just a fun downhillish section. Let's just rip this. Let's just totally rip this. Here we go. Ripping it. Yeah. Woo-hoo. All right, that was good. And then back up. Back down. All right, so that leg is complete. Let's call that leg 6. Right in front of you is the other side of the road I was talking about. And that's where leg 7 is. All right, here we go. Start out with a nice little climb. All right, here we go. We're in. Let the fun begin. Let's keep the speed high if we can. See if we can keep this moving. If we hit a skinny, the goal is to keep the speed, look ahead, and make it to the end. Pretty simple, right? Okay, rolling. Yeah. Wasn't great. I did hit the cage on that one. But I made a rollover, so that's 1 of 1. All right, what's next? Another one. Yes, it's 2 of 2. Want to call that a feature? I don't know. That was hard. I barely made it through. All right, we'll just call it. We'll call it 3 of 3. All right, we should be hitting some skinnies pretty soon. All right, there's one. Okay, what's that, 4-4? Okay. All right, roll over. Yes. 6 of 6. This is a counting exercise as well. I think it's 6 of 6. Oh, here's one. Oh yeah. Do I get that? Didn't quite make it. We'll call that 6 of 7. I'll be fair, I didn't make it. I almost did. Alright. It was hard. Alright. I think we're on the big downhill home now. That's it. Yep. Alright, that's it for the last leg. Pretty fun. I got a nice little downhill here to finish it off. Yeah, I did a little jump. Very, very little. How was that? Yeah. Can't jump into a highway. But I did do a very little jump as well. But when I say very little, I mean very little. All right, that's it.